Welcome to Oddball. I'm Amin Elhassan, and that is Charlotte Wilder. And I don't know why I said Charlotte.
Shall Wilder.
Charlotte Wilder, if I do declare. Welcome to Oddball. I'm Amin Elhassan, and that is Charlotte Wilder. A little later today, another thrilling episode of Bold or Spicy. But first, the headlines. According to a New York Times interview, Giannis Antetokounmpo says that he doesn't plan on signing an extension until he knows the Bucks will continue to compete for a championship, saying, quote, "I would not be the best version of myself if I don't know that everybody's on the same page. Everybody's going for a championship. Everybody's going to sacrifice time away from their family like I do. And if I don't feel like that, I'm not signing." Thanasis. That's who he's talking about, right?
In response to Giannis's quotes, the Bucks have said, "We're going to try really, really hard to win a championship. We totally swear, pinky promise." Now, I think it's the second really that should comfort Giannis the most.
This is real Thanasis news. I'm not making this up. This is an actual quote. He said he was close to leaving Milwaukee for the Knicks this summer, saying, quote, "Obviously, Giannis is my brother, but I want to play." That's a real, I swear to God, you can look it up, basketnews.com. Play where? Which Knicks is he talking about? My kid plays in the YMCA. There's a Knick team there. I'm not sure if he means the under 12 division or the under 14s. Just throwing that out there.
My favorite part is when he says, "Obviously, Giannis is my brother." It's like, yeah, man, we got that part.
I didn't know they were related, honestly.
Yeah, wait, really? What?
Yeah. In World Cup news, the USA dismantled Greece 109-81 to advance the next stage in Manila. Austin Reeves produced a team-high 15 points from off the bench as Steve Kerr's team qualified for the second phase of the FIBA World Cup. I'm looking at the box score here. They held Antetokounmpo to 2 points?
What?
Or one of I shoot. No, it's Thanasis. It's Thanasis. My bad. Elsewhere in World Cup news, Olympic silver medalist France were eliminated from contention after opening the tournament with 2 consecutive losses. This comes a year before France is expected to be a top challenger to the U.S. at the Paris Olympics. This is a devastating loss to the French, and we've got a great slideshow of pictures to show you guys. Yep, there's sad Fournier, Evan Fournier. Zut alors! I cannot believe we have lost this game and we are out. Yeah, and there's sad Batum on his sad little, it's almost like a dunce stool. You got to sub in, but he looks crushed right there. Like, Sacre Bleu, where did we go wrong?
Oh, mon Dieu.
Mon Dieu. Yeah, and there's sad Rudy. Maybe that's angry Rudy. He's yelling at Francisco, saying, Quel dommage, quel dommage. We are not playing in World Cup contention anymore. Yeah. And look, even the fans got into it. You know, they were crushed as well. Sad Brigitte Bardot. That single tear rolling down her cheek. So sad, so sad. Próximo año, though, as they say in, well, that's the wrong language. My fault.
What's the other thing you say in a language that might be French? Always it's European.
Oh, also the wrong language. Va fanculo bastardo, mi hai fregato.
They're all Romance languages. Same thing.
There you go.
Coach definitely said that. All right. In other news, Dylan Brooks said he had LeBron James right where he wanted him during their matchup in the playoffs. Quote, "I feel like I always had him," Brooks said. "I feel like that series was thrown upon me because of the words that I say, but I've been saying things all year and we won 50 games.
I'm with him. I feel the exact same way. I had Rihanna too. Yeah, I don't know if y'all know. Yeah, no, look at the picture right there. Also, I had the winning Powerball numbers. That happened too. So, Dylan, I'm with you, bro.
You know how I know you're lying?
What's that?
You're still here.
No, that's the whole point. I've explained this before. If I win Powerball, I'm not telling you guys. I'm showing up to work. No one's going to know any wiser. But I'm just going to do a little bit less every single day and have a little bit more. You'll see.
Okay. Well, I'd just disappear probably. But United States track and field star Noah Lyles raised eyebrows with his recent comments in which he was critical about NBA players referring to themselves as, quote, world champions after they win the finals.
You know, the thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times, but that ain't the world. That is not the world. We are the world.
A lot of NBA players responded. Kevin Durant said, somebody help this brother. And Aaron Gordon said, I'm smoking buddy in the 200 meters. You're not. Like, you're just not going to beat him running. He's extremely fast. Also, I'm with Lyles. Like, world champions of winning the thing that you only play in your own country. I think he's onto something. I think that we should get rid of it. Should be American champions.
No, I think he's on something. I think so are you.
Well,
But Noah Lyles, hey, everyone's going to know my name once every 4 years. Get out of here. Get out of here. What are you talking about?
To semantics, though. Semantically, is that a word?
Yeah, semantics. I have to watch. You don't have to watch nothing, brother. Just like we don't have to watch your boring ass races. There you go. Yeah. KD, Aaron Gordon, Damian Lillard. I'm standing up for y'all. We NBA around here. We support our own. Look, you want to get into a tiff, you get in a tiff with someone in the NBA, Charlotte. You don't take the side of other sports around here. This is an NBA show.
Yeah. Sorry.
Get in line.
Can I do it again?
No. Recently, Charles Barkley went on the SI Media podcast where, among many other things, he said,
first of all, I think LeBron's a really nice man. I think he's a really nice man. And he's a really good dude. But I'll say this. I think his story is the greatest story in sports history.
MJ, meanwhile, is like, well, you know what he said. He said he took it personally because this is the meme that just keeps on. It's applicable to everything. It's a lazy joke. I probably should have tried harder, but here you go.
at least it replaced the crying Jordan meme, right?
Yeah.
We're moving ahead.
We're making progress. Okay.
On the podcast, Barkley also said that he lost 70 pounds.
Yeah, but he found it at dinner time. Am I right? I love you, Chuck. Come on. It's a joke.
It's a
joke. What?
In other news, it appears for Nikola Jokic that winning an NBA championship is still hitting him in all the right ways. Take a look. Do you think that Jokic finally dawned on him? He won, and afterwards he was sort of sad, and now it's been 3 months, and he's like, wait a second, I won a championship, and now he's just partying in Serbia?
I like the idea that he thought like the Heat was like the conference finals, and he's just been waiting for the NBA finals to start at some point, and yeah, now I get it. Yeah. Huh.
He's partying because he doesn't have to go to work.
And he hates work. Luka Doncic was startled this weekend over a North Korean rocket launch. Quote, it was crazy. Oh, yeah, the alarm was crazy, Doncic said Thursday via Sports Illustrated. I mean, I just saw missiles. It's coming. Missile. It's coming. So I was a little scared. The start of the Basketball World Cup was not delayed. The tournament tipped off Friday between the Philippines and Indonesia. But Doncic added, I didn't sleep much. It was crazy.
I mean, where's Dennis Rodman when you need him?
Where's Matt Damon? America. Yeah. Freedom is... No? Okay.
Yeah, well.
And finally, former U.S. President Donald Trump was arrested and brought in for picture-taking day at the Fulton County Courthouse in Atlanta, Georgia. And he officially checked in Charlotte at, get this, 6'3", 215 pounds.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yep.
6'3", 215 pounds. And so I thought that was a real interesting height-weight combo, given that we know what Trump looks like. So I used this nifty tool called StatHead. Shout out to StatHead. And StatHead allows you to search all sorts of things by player, by stats, by where they went to college, et cetera, et cetera. But I put in height and weight, and I looked for every player who was 6'3", who played in the league last year, was around that weight. And here's some notable ones. Here's John Wall, who clocked in at 210. Again, this is 5 pounds lighter than Donald Trump, who we see side by side with him right there. This is Norman Powell, also of the Los Angeles Clippers. This is Eric Gordon, also of the Los Angeles Clippers. I feel like the Clippers have this market cornered.
They've got a type, I mean.
Yeah, maybe the president can give him a chance over there, get a shot. Here's Lou Dort, who's exactly 215 as well. Lou Dort, President Trump.
If President Trump weighs 215 pounds, then I'm the Easter Bunny.
Well, Charlotte, just to hammer it home one last time, here is your former favorite Celtic, Marcus Smart, who clocks in at 220, 5 pounds heavier than Donald Trump. Smart, Trump. It's like they're opposites.
Smart and Trump do not belong in the same sentence together.
Oh, it's like the opposites. That was what the line was.
Oh, sorry.
You know what else is an opposite, but not quite?
What?
Bold and spicy? Bold or spicy. Either way, we're playing it next on Oddball. It's time for the game where my producer Hollywood tries to explain to me like, oh, you have the bold cards. And she has, I don't care. It's bold or spicy. All the cards are the same to me. I read them. She reads them. We rate each other's cards. Got it? Good. Okay. Charlotte, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Jesus, this one's supposed to be a bold one. The spice meter on this. Seattle shouldn't get an NBA team again, Charlotte. Seattle should not get an NBA team again.
Who's the curmudgeon? Who's the curmudgeon who would ever? Okay, this is like a 20. This is the spiciest take. What?
No,
you don't think so?
I think this is not just spicy. This is illegal.
This is a ghost pepper.
No, you can't keep going back to the ghost pepper. You got to come. Carolina Reaper is another one.
Okay.
There you go.
Carolina
maybe
Reaper.
Research pepper. You know what? Call up Kate Fagan. She knows a lot about peppers. That's the callback for the Levitard audience. Look up Kate Fagan pepper. You won't be disappointed.
I'm not going to expand on that because I think we all know that that's just very, very spicy.
Seattle needs a team. Like, if anyone's going to get it, if we're going to get another NBA team, Seattle has to be one of the places. I know Las Vegas is on the list. I know Mexico City is on the list. And you know what? Give them all 3 teams. I don't care. But Seattle has to be one of the cities.
If Vegas gets a team before Seattle, that's like the meanest thing that's ever happened. Okay, Amin, are you ready?
I'm ready.
LeBron brings back 0 Dark 30 mode for the NBA playoffs.
1. I think he just has to be reminded of it. I think he just forgot. It's been a while, you know?
I forgot,
before
honestly.
This year, like it had been a while. They had some tough times over there in LA. Yeah, no, I think if like someone said, hey man, remember that thing you used to do when you wouldn't go on Instagram or Twitter anymore because you want to let people know you mean business? You should do that again. Social media now is way more intrusive than it's ever been. Also, let's be real. You're using burner accounts just like everyone else. Everyone likes to blame Durant for that, but the reality is everyone's got a Finsta. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to say 0 Dark 30, but you're not actually going to be 0 Dark 30. Got it? Good.
You're going to lurk. Do you know what my friends and I in our 20s used to call when someone, well, I actually came up with this. I'm not giving anyone else credit. When someone would ghost you, it was going 0 Dark Flirty. Okay, I'm ready for my next one.
This is what you were so proud to own yourself.
Yeah,
like, no,
that's funny.
Nobody
Are you
else,
kidding me?
It was me. My friends used it, but I came up with it. 0
Yeah,
Dark
it's one of my
Flirty.
proudest bits.
That's one of your proudest bits. All right.
Yeah, 0 Dark Flirty. Are you kidding me? That's genius.
Next statement. Joel Embiid has loved having Ben Simmons and James Harden be scapegoats for his underachieving. Joel Embiid has loved having Ben Simmons and James Harden as his scapegoats for his underachieving.
I'm going to give that a 7.5 because I think it's very spicy to say and speculate, but I also think that there's a chance it could be true.
Yes. Like, hey,
because
let's kind of be real. Ben Simmons passed up that, that pass or whatever, or that dunk in Game 7 against Atlanta. But Joel Embiid had like 8 turnovers that game. Nobody talks about that. James Harden did disappear in Game 7. But it's not like Embiid really brought home the bacon either. Like, there's a lot. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that spicy. I think 7.5 might be a little too. I get what you're saying. It's spicy to say it out loud.
Yes, it's spicy to. It's spicy that you even read that on air because it's so speculative, but it also seems like it could be pretty
Got a
real.
nice little kick to it.
Amin, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will win MVP this season.
5.
Why?
Because, all right, so obviously he had this huge breakout year where he's become this incredible scorer. He was an all-star, and he's now leading Team Canada in the World Cup. So we know that there's a strong correlation between playing great in national team play and then coming back and bringing that to your NBA season. I say 5 because he's obviously got tough competition. Embiid, the reigning MVP, Nikola Jokic, 2-time winner and the reigning finals MVP. You still got Giannis out there. You still got Luka Doncic. There's a host of other guys. So he's got his work cut out for him. But at the same time, if Oklahoma City can have like a decent winning year, like have a top 3 record, win like 54 games or whatever, and he's leading the league in scoring again, I think that's a recipe for him winning MVP. And if he does, Charlotte, here's the crazy thing. Add another international player to the MVP list because we're never getting an American MVP again.
People forget he's not American, I think.
Look, how long has it been? Was it since Russell Westbrook? That's the last American MVP we had.
Oh my God. Do you think, you said the other day that someone is only defensive player of the year if they're on a good team. Mm-hmm. How true is that of MVP?
Yeah, your defensive player of the year typically goes to a great defender who plays on a great defense. Not necessarily, I don't have to be a great team.
Okay,
it has to be a great defense. For MVP, it's the same thing, but overall, because MVP is an overall award, right? That's a great player on one of the best teams. Doesn't necessarily have to be the best team, although that is kind of like a boost if you guys are winning one. So when Giannis was killing it and the Bucks had the best record, it's like, okay, who else can we give it to? But typically, if you look at Jokic, you look at Embiid, Giannis, all these guys, Curry, Durant, LeBron, go all the way back, Jordan, Karl Malone, Tim Duncan. There's always a great player playing for one of the best, if not the best teams. The one caveat was Russell Westbrook. He won MVP as the leader of a 6 seed, a team that won like 45 or 46 games. But it's because he broke this barrier that no one thought would ever be broken, which is averaging a triple-double for an entire season, which now isn't as impressive as it was when he did it. So he's kind of the outlier. But yeah, I think you got to be a good team. Your team has to be at least top 3 or home court advantage in the playoffs in order to be eligible, quote unquote, for MVP.
I miss the Russell Westbrook revenge tour. I got to tell you, that was fun.
I think we're gonna get another one this year.
Oh,
because he's mad that he only got $3 million, whatever.
I love when he's mad. Okay.
Angry Russell Westbrook. All right, Charlotte, last one for you. There are no great nicknames in the NBA today. Not the TV show NBA Today, but in the NBA right now. There are no great nicknames in the NBA.
I'm going to give that a 3 because I think that there are some great nicknames in the NBA today, but I don't think there are any nicknames that are as great as what there used to be. I mean, what do we have today? We've got the Greek Freak for Giannis. You've got Joker for Jokic. You've got, my favorite is Boardman for Kawhi, but I don't think people use that enough.
No one calls him that. But process, Joel Embiid. The process.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't know. What was your favorite old nickname?
Andrew Toney, the Boston Strangler. Like, that's a great name for Like that's a dude, like, you know what? You don't want none of this. Like the Celtics, the mighty Celtics, I bust their ass every time we play. So much so that they named me the Boston Strangler.
After one of their famous serial killers.
Of course, yeah, because he's serially killing the Celtics. Love it. Love
God.
it. It's either that or another one that isn't, I don't think it's in vogue anymore because of where the country is now, but Andrei Kirilenko, who his initials are AK and he wore 47. AK-47, but here's the crazy part. Andrei Kirilenko from the same hometown as the guy who invented the AK-47. So it's like, it's levels on levels of it. That's a cool-ass nickname. I don't care. Hey, man, we've had other ones. We had Eric Piatkowski, the Polish rifleman. We had Chuck Person, the rifleman. Like we've had these kind of names that nowadays would, like, I don't get flagged on YouTube or whatever, but they were great nicknames, man. Great nicknames.
Okay.
I'm just glad that we're beyond the D. Will, J. Mac.
Yes.
Like the first initial, first syllable. That was a dark time in nickname history. All right, Charlotte, give me my last one.
Stugotz called me C-Dubs. He brought it back.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Chris Paul won't finish the season with the Warriors.
5 again. I could see it, man. I just don't see how they fit his style of play with the way they play. People are telling me, no, they'll change. But when you won 4 championships playing a certain style, I get it. He's a great player, but if you change and it doesn't work, typically the guys who have been there are like, well, why did we change? Why did we change? He's the one coming to us. Why didn't he change? Oh, this guy? Yeah, for this guy. This guy who, by the way, we didn't like.
Yeah, this
like
guy
6
who's
months
annoying.
Ago. Yeah. So I could see it not working the same way D'Angelo Russell didn't really work, and then they ended up trading him. I could see that happening for Chris Paul as well. But on the other hand, I could see them finding a way and Chris Paul actually fitting and accepting coming off the bench and moving without the ball and things like that. And maybe it works perfectly. So,
well, time will tell.
Time will tell.
Is bold and or spicy.
Or spicy.
I don't know. I think there's a very obvious answer to this, but what's best food to eat at an NBA game?
You know, the funny thing about that, Charlotte, is I don't know. I don't walk the concourse at many of these arenas. You know, like most people are like, oh, what's the most fun? I don't know. Like I go eat the media room food or whatever's there. Or sometimes I've eaten already because the food's terrible or it's very pork and shellfish based. So I really don't have an answer as far as what arena has the best food. What about you? What do you like?
No, it's not what arena has the best food. It's what's your favorite thing to eat there. I mean, I do wander the concourse a lot, though, which is, I guess, sort of weird. But I like seeing what people are up to.
You like standing in the lines?
Well, no, but I do like hot dogs. I think, and I this isn't even like NBA specific. If I'm going to a sports game, I'm gonna eat a hot dog.
Really?
Yeah. Do you know that every time I eat a hot dog, I take a picture of it. And I looked at my phone the other day. I have like 75 pictures of hot dogs if you search hot dogs in my photo album.
Wait, can you do that? Can you search hot dogs or are you tagging them?
No. Look.
You just say hot dog and your phone knows.
Check this out. 72. Can you see him?
I've got one, but it's not a picture of a hot dog. Oh, it is wow.
It's a dachshund?
No, so it's
Do you see these? Can you look at this for a second?
Yeah, I see the hot dogs. That's way too fancy. Those aren't hot dogs. It's like
yes, they are. What? These are not. That's about as like not fancy as it gets.
So I searched hot dog on my phone and it came up with a screenshot of a YouTube video and I was like, this has nothing to do with hot dogs, this song or nothing. And then I realized in the screenshot is like a targeted ad, and in the bottom of the ad. Hot dogs. Wow.
No way.
iPhone. I didn't know you could do that.
Wait, is that the only picture of a hot dog you had?
Yep, that's the one. All right, now let me search cocaine.
It's okay. All right.
Wow,
well,
9 pictures. Got it.
Search baking powder and see if they come up as the same thing.
Oh, what are you trying? Oh, baking powder.
Well, that's it for Oddball. I wanted to call the show Oddball Rockin', and Amin said that was too weird and niche.
White Castle started coming back up again.
Oh, God.